Right now in Turkey and Syria, every moment counts. It has been 6 days since the 7.8 magnitude earthquake and a devastating aftershock hit the region. The combined death toll has now topped 25,000, with more than 22,000 killed and over 80,000 injured in Turkey alone. That is according to the Turkish health minister. Rescue workers have been working tirelessly around the clock to find any remaining survivors amongst the rubble. Overnight in Adıyaman, there was a miraculous rescue of a 33-year-old mother and her 6-year-old daughter. Özlem Yılmaz and her daughter Zaliha were pulled out from the rubble alive by Turkish miners and an American rescue team after being trapped more than 100 hours. It is a true bright spot in a very, very dark moment for the region, which has suffered what the United Nations aid chief calls the region's worst event in 100 years. Now, earlier today, I spoke with the founder of World Central Kitchen, Chef Jose Andras, who is on the ground with his team delivering thousands of hot meals to survivors. Chef Jose Andras, thank you so much for joining us. You and World Central Kitchen, you are now on the ground in Turkey, in 2 cities near the epicenter of the earthquake. Can you tell us what you are seeing at this moment?
Well, I'm talking to you from Elbistan, which is fairly remote. It's one city that has been really devastated. And you mentioned 2 cities, but technically we are already feeding around 16, 17 different towns and villages. So I am talking from this kitchen in a factory where they used to use it to feed the employees. But something amazing happened. This group of chefs from Istanbul came with the help of friends, and they began cooking meals. They are doing here a few thousand meals a day, and they are distributing the meals through different places around this town. Very much, this is what's happening right now all across Turkey, where obviously the government is doing the best they can to be feeding people in the camps that they began building to host the people that lost their homes or people that they are afraid to live in their homes because they feel the building is going to crash. But the amazing thing is that all across this area, many restaurants, hotels, individuals cooking out of their homes, go in the street, right, and anywhere they start feeding. This is very much the entire feeding operation in Istanbul. All hands on. Everybody that can cook, can produce something is doing it. So more or less, the food situation is under control. But in the next week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, everything is going to be changing because people are going to start moving. They're going to be going to other cities. Some cities are going to see a lot of refugees, et cetera, et cetera. And we are here to adapt, to make sure that World Central Kitchen can be helping those efforts by covering the food in hospitals, or covering the food in shelters, or use serving food in the street when people are living literally in their cars.
Can you tell us about what you need? How can we help you help them, for those that are watching this and around the world?
Well, we arrived here the first day, right after the earthquake, and obviously people that know World Central Kitchen, they know what we do. They can go to worldcentralkitchen.org. Obviously, I will say to people, always look for the very good Turkish organizations that you feel they are organizations that they will deliver the goods if you support them. But I think right now the entire world has to be next to Turkey, to the Turkish people. Why? I remember in 2010, when I arrived a few weeks later to Port-au-Prince in Haiti, there was one earthquake in one city. Yes, many people died, but everything was confined in that one city. What you see here is 10 Haitis, probably more, 10 cities, many villages that they were flat out. Obviously, what we're going to see here is a very long reconstruction. Right now, the temperatures in many parts of Turkey in the area of the earthquake are under 5, sometimes 10 minus Celsius degrees. Is super cold, and that makes everything even more complicated.
You and World Central Kitchen, you have been on the ground, as you just mentioned. You've been around the world helping victims of so many disasters and war zones. What would you like the viewers, the people who are so far away from this disaster, to know about the people of Turkey and how they are doing in this moment?
Well, what I want the people of the world to know about the people of Turkey is that in the worst moments of humanity, the best of humanity shows up. I would love for you to meet every one of these amazing Turkish chefs that came to the most difficult area, probably, coming together as one. This is happening everywhere. So this is the good thing, that people want to help. People want to prosper. People want to live in communities that do well. In emergencies after earthquakes, hurricanes, etc. We always need to be next to those people in any way we can. Governments, NGOs, individuals. We have many people that has come here from America to join our response here in Turkey. Everybody can find a way to be helping. But what is obvious that what is happening to them can happen to us. And therefore, we always need to be there next to the people in their darkest hour, because then in the future, maybe one day, they are the ones that will come to help us.
Chef Jose Andres from World Central Kitchen. Sir, thank you so much for your time. Thank you to you and to everyone that is working with you to try and help the people of Turkey and Syria. Thank you, sir. Stay safe.